again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into Cambridge Police Station.
Thanks, Halen. I assume the place is still in one piece.
We're doing the best that we can. We've had the occasion us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
What about those feral ghouls? They still a problem?
With a vertibird at our disposal? Not a chance. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar. After that, you should probably head back.
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Ah, no. Look, if you don't, the radiation will cook you for... Good luck, Knight.
All right. Hopefully there's something useful here.
Don't let Max's age fool you. He's a brilliant tactician.
Just a pile of junk.
Soldier.
Bob Crosby this time, not Bean. In case, well, in case you I sometimes do. So, there's this thing I heard about. I'm not even really sure what to say. There are stories about, well, it's some big contraption that's being built out there in the common. No one has mentioned it. They don't know what it does. Not for sure. This next part, well, I mean, it's just people talking. You know, it doesn't make it true. Not necessarily. But it's been said, well, it has something to do with the Institute. Trying to blow it up. Or make it disappear, or something. Details. If I were you, and I saw this thing, well, you better run. You know, I'd run the other way. Let's find out what Danny Kaye knows about civilization.
It appears that this facility is more than just bomb disposal. It's been converted into a launching silo as well. Good work. Don't leave anything behind.
Excuse me.
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on Atom's hallowed ground.
Just tell me where you keep the nukes.
Your words betray your intentions. You do not see them for the holy relics they are, the gifts from Atom. The children of Atom have sworn to guard this place until the time.
Uh-huh. Trust me.
Atom has no need. When he returns to... That is why they...
This man is obviously delusional. I recommend we switch tactics.
I want to spread his, glory. Look, the bombs will get used, okay? Isn't that what you want?
Perhaps then I have misjudged you.
Uh-huh.
If you would see these relics,
Sure.
take this, and follow the brilliance of... May Atom's...
Uh-huh.
This is Captain Mitch Dunleavy, 132nd Engineering Corps at Sentinel Site Prescott. All lines of communication are down, and we're tracking multiple inbounds on radar. If this is a drill, we need confirmation immediately. We've got a lot of nervous soldiers over here, Command. If this is the big one, they want to head home to their families before it's too late. Some of the inbounds are getting awfully close. Wait a minute. The inbounds are splitting into multiple targets? Oh, hell. This is it, isn't it? May God have mercy on our souls.
Paladin.
Now that this site's been secured, you should return to the airport immediately. I'll remain on watch until the vertibirds arrive.
Don't bother. I'm sure they'll be fine.
I don't have a choice. Elder Maxon's orders were quite clear. I'm not to take my eyes off these bombs until every one of them has been counted, tested, and loaded. If we want Liberty Prime to reach peak fighting efficiency, we can't afford to lose this stockpile. Dismissed, Knight.
stuff around the Commonwealth. They were last seen attacking Fort Strong. The fort was filled with super mutants. So that's fun. I guess maybe they're gonna take over. I guess that's an improvement, right? Brotherhood instead of mutants. That was a joke. By the way, I was totally kidding. Didn't really mean it. And if the Brotherhood is listening, I'm sure you're very nice. Please don't kill me. Now I'll play Ella Fitzgerald. I got this. Enjoy.
Loaded and ready to fire. Good shooting, sir.
Proctor Ingram?
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to make sure that the Mark 28 nukes remain stable when loaded into his bomb pack. Shouldn't take us more than a day or so.
Well, Professor, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
I appreciate the confidence, Liberty Prime, and I'm...
Professor.
We'll get those bombs fitted to Liberty Prime as soon as possible.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to make sure that the Mark 28 nukes remain stable when loaded into his bomb pack. Shouldn't take us more than a day or so.
Well, Professor, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
I appreciate the confidence, but I'm still a bit concerned. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his systems stable is going to hold.
I have full confidence in the...
I appreciate that.
Right.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to activate the power transfer.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you... After all, without...
I'm in total agreement with Proctor Ingram. The honor should belong to you.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Alright, let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning. Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Professor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
With him on our side.
I couldn't agree with you more. Before you head off to your next assignment, I came up with this little...
This wasn't necessary.
Come on. Besides, Liberty Prime isn't about to run out. Anyway, that's enough of that. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you, and thank you, Knight.
Hopefully I can bring some order to the chaos up here on the privilege.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Am I being accused of something?
That remains to be seen. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
The data must be faulty.
The findings have been validated by multiple sources. Quinlan wouldn't have brought this to me if he wasn't 100% certain of the results. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without his sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin... I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to...
Sure. After everything I've done for the Brotherhood, you have some nerve accusing me of lying.
Your outburst leads me to believe I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate. Our mission in the Commonwealth, which leaves me facing them. I'm ordering you.
Uh-huh. I won't do it.
You will do it. I'm giving you a direct order, Knight. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an easy... But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Find Proctor Quinlan. And Knight, you're dismissed.
Attention, this is a reminder. Any recovered historical, technological, or social documentation should be delivered directly to Proctor Quinlan.
Oh, Knight. I was told
That is all.
Sorry about this business with Danse.
He'll be missed.
Doubtful. I was merely... I've been poring over... As you're well aware, I think our best approach would be to identify... You may want to get...
What the hell is this crap?
Sure.
I assume you're...
So he sets Danse...
I don't like your tone, Haylen.
My tone. Who cares about protocol at a time like... I can't believe that after everything... There's obviously...
Scribe Haylen! Now, unless you're here with him...
Of course. I believe I have...
Very well, then.
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the... I've stored the data...
I'll take anything that gets me close.
Yes, sir. If you'll follow me, sir.
Right.
Well, if it isn't the...
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the Prydwen's hull. From the outside.
Haylen?
This way. Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Danse?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, I've known Paladin.
Sure.
He trained me. He's earned mine. I don't care what Quinn...
That's a bold statement.
It's more than just Danse. That's why I'm asking. If you're not convinced...
Right. All right,
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when... It was listening post... It's isolated. Just...
hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal.
Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator?
All right.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me do 100 push-ups.
Charging into a situation guns blazing is a good way to get yourself killed. You know those synths with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out. I can't believe super mutants were human once. How could science have gone so wrong?
Elder Maxon ordered me to follow his decisions.
Your life, brother.
I'd be the first one.
I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot. It leaves that...
Hail Knight.
You think the Commonwealth looks bad? You should see the capital wasteland.
Time's up, asshole!
I'm not surprised Maxson sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Danse.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that if it wasn't for Haylen. So, what are your orders?
No. But I'm hoping.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not. I wish Max, but that doesn't change it. If you disobey you, synths can't be technology that's run. I need to be the...
Sure. The empathy that you're showing...
I appreciate what you're trying. I'm ready to accept. Maxson's ordered you...
No.
I can't believe you'd risk... Why would you do that?
You're the proof that Maxson's wrong. You're a synth, but everything you've done has been for the good of mankind.
You're right. I'm not technology that's gone out of control. I've been a benefit to man. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes.
Sure. Whatever you decide to do.
Thank you, my friend. The only clear choice is for the sooner I make for the... Take my holotags.
Right.
Now, come on.
Going up. Ground floor.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's not a thing. He's one of your best men.
Have you taken leave of your senses? Danse isn't a man. It's a machine. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Danse. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
You're comparing Danse to a nuclear bomb?
This machine might not be a bomb, but its goal is exactly the same. Place it where you want the damage done, and when you least expect it, it delivers a lethal blow without warning and without mercy. A precision strike delivered right at the heart of the enemy. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. Stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity. and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide, know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Danse, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
After all the sacrifices I've made and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
If Danse dies, then you lose me as well. I can't stay in good conscience if his life means that little to you.
Unbelievable. You'd be willing to sacrifice your career for the sake of a machine? So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Danse to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Danse, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Prydwen, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Prydwen, Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
Excuse me.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxson like that.
At least we know he isn't chasing you anymore. If you stay here...
That's an excellent suggestion.
Uh-huh.
I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post. Besides, you're still gonna need my help. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the common. Now, you better get back to the Prydwen. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
Are you gonna have a problem killing synths?
I might physically be a synth, but my heart and mind belong to the Brotherhood. The Institute is still a tremendous threat to the Commonwealth. They possess technologies that need to be confiscated or destroyed. I promise you, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger on them.
What about Haylen?
I don't think Maxson knew she was involved, so I'll contact her.
Uh-huh. Goodbye, Danse.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happy...
So, there's this thing I heard about. I'm not even really sure what to say. There are stories about... Well, it's some big contraption that's being built out there in the Commonwealth. No one that's mentioned it, they don't know what it does. Not for sure. This next part... Well, I mean, it's just people talking, you know? It doesn't make it true. Not necessarily. But it's been said, well, it has something to do with the Institute. Trying to blow it up, or make it disappear, or something. There aren't really any details. If I were you, and I saw this thing, well, you better believe that, you know, I'd run the other way. Warren Smith has a song about digging for uranium, which is, I guess, a thing people did back then for fun. I don't get it. That was, Bing Crosby. Yep. If you're the kind of person who is, tired of living in Diamond City, and you maybe want a adventure or something, I guess you have a new option. The settlement of, Sanctuary has, I guess, been founded to the northwest there. Good luck to them with, you know, the whole surviving thing. And in other news, it sounds like maybe the it's not other news, it's actually the same news. The Minutemen were involved in this. That's the Minutemen. I thought they were kind of done for. It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it would be super dangerous, I bet.
Here's, hold please. This is Billie Holiday, and, she's singing, hold please. Easy Living, Billie Holiday. enjoyed that last song. Okay. You're listening to Diamond City Radio, if you're listening at all. Maybe. Here's the Ink Spots. Maybe. I mean, the song is called Maybe. I mean, it's for sure the Ink Spots. Oh, that Butcher Pete. Just doing butcher sorts of things, I guess. If anyone's family has recently been butchered, I am sorry for what I just said. Okay, that was Roy Brown. If you're the kind of person who is tired of living in Diamond City and you maybe want a adventure or something, I guess you have a new option. The settlement of Sanctuary has, I guess, been founded to the northwest there. Good luck to them with, the whole surviving thing. And in other news, it sounds like maybe it's not other news, it's actually the same news. The Minutemen were involved in this. That's the Minutemen. I thought they were kind of done for. It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it would be super dangerous, I bet.
Rocket 69 is next. And, I mean, you don't hear them singing about the other 68 rockets, which kind of makes you think,
enjoyed that last song. Okay. Hey, have you seen the, well, there's this article in, the newspaper, Public Occurrences. Boy, I mean, it's something. I mean, I'm not saying anyone is a sin, you know. I'm not saying it's correct at all. And, you know, of course, the mayor, I mean, I was, I asked to read, I have a statement from the mayor's office. You know, it's, well, I mean, it just says here there's nothing to worry about, that it's, you know, safe and all, everybody. Kind of, it's crazy stuff, right? I mean, weird. Anyway, it's, well, it's something to think about, I guess. Here's Big Maybell with a whole lot of shaking going on. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say. Kind of speaks for itself, I think. Come on, play.
That was, Bing Crosby. Yep. And now, a word, or several, from our sponsors. The Colonial Tap House wants to remind everyone that you are not welcome there. Upper Stands residents only. Now here's, Anything Goes by Cole Porter. I mean, I would play anything by Cole Porter, but this is Anything Goes by Cole Porter. enjoyed that last song. Okay. So, there are some rumors out there in the Commonwealth that I have heard. You know the one about the railroad? A group that actually helps. They help synths who want to escape the Institute, yeah? Well, maybe it's not just a rumor. I mean, it is as far as I know, of course, but, I mean, they may actually be out there.
It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it'd be super dangerous, I bet.
I think it's way safer to just sit here and play music.
Why do these objects keep moving?
Because I move them. And I forget. Here's music.
If anyone is listening, in fact, even if you're not, this is the Ink Spots. Beneke, folks.
Greetings, Knight.
Here's a thing. A sort of, but, I don't know. I feel like maybe Ray Smith
Superstructure integrity
was
green.
a little-
Hull plating stable.
Maybe.
Looks like we have a thruster imbalance.
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Dance. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
Of course. The Brotherhood must come first.
Perhaps there's hope for you yet. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
I won't disappoint you, Elder.
Had I just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be... I trust you won't disappoint. In any event, while the finishing touch, report to him ad Victoriam.
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our primary mission. I don't like being...
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Hit them before they hit us? I like it.
Precisely. Destroying the railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Consider it done.
Thank you, Paladin. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you to complete.
Our sources tell us that the Railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate here. If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on PAM's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Prydwen. I'm certain we could put PAM's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands.
Anything useful you can tell me about Pam?
We have very little information on it. Its primary function is supposed to be using mathematical calculations in order to predict future events. I have no idea how successful it was, but if the Railroad's been using PAM for this long, it's got to be providing them with some sort of benefit. I'm sure Proctor Quinlan would be pleased to have it in his possession.
I think that should be sufficient information to assist you on the mission, Paladin. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
If you're no good at hacking Pam's systems, you should take someone with you who can.
Vertibird docking systems and fusion coolant feed systems reporting green.
Station keeping maintained. Thrusters stable.
System deltas at 1.
Try and get Pam back here in one piece, okay?
Trying to minimize reactor jitter. Adjusting compression rate.
Attention. Bravo 6-4, report to Armor Bay 2. Bravo 6-4 to Armor Bay 2.
Your promotion was well deserved, Paladin. Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility. We'll get the job.
Can't wait to see Liberty Prime in action again.
Welcome back. Heard about Dance. Just know, what you did was right. Now, what can I do for you?
I'll take a look.
Sure, I've got something that'll...
Goddamn railroad scum. I hope you burn those synth lovers to the ground.
Connie Allen there with Rocket 69.
You're an inspiration to us all, Paladin.
Here's a thing. A sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll just read it.
I heard that Elder Maxon got that scar on his face from going one-on-one with the Deathclaw.
Why drink dirty radioactive water when you could have it pure and bottled? Shen Kowalski's Clean Water Market, straight from the filter. Roy Brown is back with Good Rockin' Tonight, I guess. I mean, you wouldn't bother singing about it if the rockin' wasn't all that great. Like average rockin' or subpar rockin'.
Not hide this. The heck? What was that? Elder Maxson.
For Elder Maxson. For the Brotherhood!
You bastards will take us down.
Leave no survivors. Time. Damn, lost him.
Take us down.
Panic! Keep them off me! If you want healing, keep them off me! God damn it. Ain't letting you get me!
Come back here, damn it!
Gone. Gotta be.
Stay gone.
What? Let's do this.
Get up! Weapons ready! They're all over me! Shoot to kill!
Godless streets, die!
I'm hit!
They can't hide from us!
No mercy!
Elder Maxson! What just happened? Target down.
Something's out there.
Stand together and we won't fall. You think that is going to stop? You think that's not? Now. Stand together and we won't fall.
Only a matter of time.
Factory reset mode enabled. Command mode available.
should have this operation wrapped up in no time.
Paladin Dance must have been.
Kells.
Well, it appears that the railroad won't be a hindrance to our future operations.
Those sympathizers deserved exactly what...
That they did. I'm also pleased you managed to We are having it brought to the Prydwen, where it will be installed in Proctor Quinlan's office. It's an amazing piece of pre-war technology that should prove to be... Speaking of pre-war technology, Proctor Ingram is putting the final touches on Liberty Prime. Congratulations on another ad victoriam.
Yeah, you seem to, well, there's this article in the newspaper, Public Occurrences.
Whole play.
Boy, I mean...
Attention. Tomorrow's tactical briefing has been postponed. A new time and date will be forthcoming.
I'm not saying it's...
I always suspected there was something weird about Paladin Dance. Something...
And you know, of course, the mayor, I mean, I was...
You look like you've been through the ringer, Paladin.
I have a
Say that I
statement
blame you.
from the
That was a hell of a business with Dance. Can't even imagine having to look him in the face and pull the trigger.
Well, I mean, it just says here, there's nothing to worry about, that it's, you know, safe and all, everybody. Kind of. It's crazy stuff, right?
Honestly, I'd prefer not to talk about it.
I hear you loud and clear, Paladin. Anyway, we need to move on to more important things now. Like getting Liberty Prime off of life support. We've been feeding him power through the Prydwen's engines, but there isn't nearly enough juice to cold start his fusion reactor. That's why we need you to find us a beryllium agitator.
And I'm betting you...
Of course I do. Quinlan dug up some dirt on him. The CEO was some kind of an inventor. The agitator was his crown jewel. That's where we're headed. Hope you don't mind a little company, because I'm coming with you.
It would be helpful if you
I knew you'd see it my way. Kells has a vertebrate. Grab whatever gear. If the Institute finds out the agitator's there, they'll do everything they...
Right.
Roger that, Scabbard. We have clearance for release. You might want to hang on, sir. The drop can be a little rough.
Never could get used to flying in these things.
Hostile targets sighted on the roof, sir. Prepare to engage.
Damn stints are crawling all over the place. Send them out before we drop.
So you can bail out. We're in position. Go, go!
See you on the roof, Paladin.
Going down.
That King Cole there, he's just the best, isn't he? If you're the kind of person who is tired of living in Diamond City and you maybe want a adventure or something, I guess you have a new option. The settlement of Sanctuary has, I guess, been founded to the northwest there.
luck to them with, you know, the whole...
Sensor ready.
None of it is. It's actually the same.
Hello? Someone is successful, and now you must die.
I thought they were kind of done for.
Decreased.
Bye.
Sustainably high place possible.
Over here! Target down. Target reacquired.
Detonating explosive charge.
They've knocked out the power to the elevators.
Detected. Where did you go? Visual.
Destruction of contact detected, possibly.
Utilizing stealth. How interesting. I'm hit. Unit critically damaged. Our casualty also down. Your destruction is inevitable.
Threat neutralized. We could always drop through here. Might not be as cushy as an elevator ride, but at least we'll be headed in the right direction.
Engaging.
Deploying friendly targets. Reverting to close quarters combat. Contact connected.
Following Institute protocol. Eliminating hostile.
you go?
Reactor. Don't make them like that anymore. Radiation levels are dangerously high in there. Let me know if you need any radiation protection. I'll communicate with you through their intercom system while I monitor everything from out here.
Decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
The beryllium agitator should be in a port at the top of the reactor.
Security alert in the reactor chamber. Emergency lockdown initiated.
Something's out there. False alarm.
Please wait. Decontamination complete.
That was Butcher Pete by Roy Brown, not the other way around.
Please wait.
This is now a combat zone. You may suffer harm up to this.
Maybe someone didn't. That Green Tech building was where those mercenaries lived. The Gunners. That was like their base, sort of. Pretty much all. Those guys were tough, so yes, when we killed them, had to be even tougher, right? And there's threat level red. There's this rumor. I don't know if that's true. How about Billy Warden and Dominoes? This one, yeah, you said that. Okay.
reinforcements. I'll help hold them off. Just make sure you get the agitator out of here.
Fire at will! For the Brotherhood!
Proctor Ingram's been kind enough
I was able to
allow me
keep
to
the
stay
Institute
aboard the
from
Critter.
getting their hands on the beryllium agitator.
Glad to see you're still in one piece.
I wouldn't have made it without your help.
That's funny. I seem to remember having to talk you into letting me come along. Anyway, we shouldn't stand around here talking. We've got a lot of work to do. Well, this is it. The moment of truth. We've pre-programmed Liberty Prime's battle coordinates into his navigational processor. As soon as he's under his own power, he'll head straight for the Institute. Elder Maxson wants you to follow, and make sure he arrives at the CIT in one piece. I've checked every wire and every bolt on the big guy. All we need to do is plug in the agitator, start Prime's reactor, and cross our fingers.
If this works, how long before Liberty Prime will be ready for battle?
The reaction should be almost instant. He'll be running under his own power in a matter of seconds. Look, I discussed it with Elder Maxson, and we think you should be the one who has the honor of just plug the beryllium. Good luck, Paladin.
Fusion core reinitialized. Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Mission: the destruction of any and all Chinese communists. Probability of Chinese victory: impossible.
Brotherhood, salute!
Ad Victoriam! Proceeding to target coordinates. Freedom is the sovereign right of every American. Democracy is non-negotiable.
Brotherhood! Fall out!
is a preferable alternative to communism. Accessing dictionary database. Entry: communism. A form of government in which the state controls everything. Cultural database accessed. Quote. New England poet Robert Frost. Freedom lies in being bold. Menace. Designation: Liberty Prime. Operational assessment: all systems nominal. Primary directive: obstruction detected. Overland travel to target. Compromised. Probability of mission hindrance, 32%. Revised stratagem initiated. Aquatic transit protocol activated. Probability of mission hindrance, 0%. Democracy is truth. Communism is death. Anchorage will be liberated.
hearts and gentle people, which I kind of think maybe Bob Crosby was, well, exaggerating. At least, I mean, I'm not accusing.
Cultural database accessed. Quoting New England poet Robert Frost. Freedom lies in being bold. Memorial site. Recognized. Patriotism subroutines. Engaged. Honoring the fallen is the duty of every red-blooded American. Is the essence of good. Communism, the very definition of evil.
Standing down.
Scanners operating at 100% efficiency. Enemy presence detected. Attack imminent. Embrace democracy, or you will be eradicated. Cultural database accessed. Quoting New England poet Robert Frost, freedom lies in being bold. Positioning initialized. Location: the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Birthplace of American freedom. Embrace democracy, or you will be eradicated. Objective reached. Scanning defenses.
Where'd they go?
Scanning results. Negative. Warning. Subterranean Red Chinese compound detected. Obstruction depth 5 meters. Composition: sand, gravel, and communism. Tactical assessment: reach compound to restore democracy. Warning: all personnel should move to minimum safe distance. Embrace democracy, or you will be eradicated.
Area secure.
Fallout. Through the fallout.
Obstruction eliminated. Ground units initiate directive 7395. Destroy.
And the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. It's Diamond City Radio.
All communists
Yes?
This one is from Skeeter Davis. It's the, ironically, end of the world.
You need protection. Everyone does.
This better be an emergency.
Actually, I need some supplies for the road.
All right, but go easy on the chems.
Who needs a haircut? Everyone needs a haircut. Step up.
Brotherhood.
Mission proceeding as planned.
Hot shots in the big one.
Don't worry. We'll get this machinery under control.
The mission is proceeding as planned, Paladin. Well done. Our next target is the reactor. If anything tries to slow us down, I'm ordering you to destroy it. Man or machine. Once we reach our target, you'll need this. It's a fusion pulse charge. Attach it to the reactor, and it can be detonated remotely from a safe distance. It will be more than enough to annihilate the Institute in its entirety. Ingram, you're to remain here and teleport us out when the job is done. Get that thing working.
Excuse me, Elder Maxon.
In and out, Paladin. We make this fast and precise. This is the Institute? I'm disappointed. I expected more from them.
Is summit initiated.
Such a positive guy, that Bing Crosby. There's rumors out there in the Commonwealth. Target down. That I have heard. You know the one about the railroad group that actually helped? They helped since the one who escaped the Institute? Yeah. Well,
something's out there.
I mean, as far as I know, of course, but I mean, they may actually be out there.
It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it'd be super dangerous, I bet.
I think it's way safer to just sit here and play music.
Why do these objects keep moving?
Here's 60-minute man, and what's the other theory? Not talking about how long his naps are. So, here it is.
This is what I'd fear.
Something's out there.
No controls, no supervision. Technology run amok. What was that? Huh? Intruder alert! For victory!
Take no prisoners. Need backup! Taking fire!
People of the Commonwealth. For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It is true, but it is not the whole truth. We are here, and we are the future. Our superior technology represents the best hope for the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground has ceased to exist. Ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your daily lives. We simply insist that you do not interfere with the Institute's operations. To do so would result in dire consequences. You may rest easy. Know that the future is in safe hands, that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Engaging target.
Target's gone dark.
Tango down.
Area
Target
sweep now.
reapplied.
Over here.
No mercy.
Secure the area.
Take them all out!
Damn, lost him.
Another victory for the Brotherhood.
Paladin, we've located the reactor. It's accessible through the Advanced Systems Division. Only, you can't reach it. The security override can only come from the Director's terminal. You'll need to access his quarters.
Well, it never really stops. I mean, the song ended, ironically. But the crying, mentioned in the song, never stops. If you're the kind of person who is tired of living in Diamond City and you maybe want a adventure or something, I guess you have a new option. The settlement of Sanctuary has, I guess, been founded to the northwest there. Good luck to them with, you know, the whole surviving thing. And in other news, it sounds like maybe it's not other news, it's actually the same news. The Minutemen were involved in this. That's the Minutemen. I thought they were kind of done for. It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it would be super dangerous, I bet. Here's Ray Smith with Right Behind You, Baby. A song that really sounds different when you hear it at 2 in the morning. Whispered really close in your ear. You know?
Damn, that was scary.
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued.
Well done, Paladin. Looks like a path
Please proceed to your assigned
should be clear to the reactor. And I am happy to report that reinforcements have arrived.
By order of the Institute, you must be destroyed.
Someone help!
I'm lost.
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1Y
Stealth capabilities fascinating.
Proceed to your assigned evacuation orders. Thank you for your cooperation. Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1Y
Shoot to kill!
Please proceed to your assigned
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Let's do this.
Sensor anomaly detected.
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Attention all personnel. Evacuation
Victoria!
order. Authorization 1Y R. Evacuation. Thank you for your cooperation. Attention all personnel. Evacuate.
Let's get this done, Paladin. Something's out there. Caught you! Target reacquired. Target down.
Movement detected. Curious. Is someone present?
What was that? Target located!
Into each life,
Area secure.
that was Ella Fitzgerald confirming that thought. So, there's this thing I heard about. I'm not even really sure what to
By order
say.
of the Institute,
There are stories about, well, it's some big contraption that's being built out there in the Commonwealth. No one has mentioned it, and they don't know what it does. Not for sure. This next part, well, I mean, it's just the system talking, you know?
where did you go?
But it's been said, well, it has something to do with the Institute.
Engaging hostiles!
Or make it disappear or something. If I were you and I saw this thing, I'd run the other way. Betty Hutton. She's right?
Something's out there. Intruder alert! Target reacquired!
Combat initiated.
I swore I heard something. Target located! Cease fire. What was that? Over here! In and out, Paladin. We made this fast and precise. Good work, Paladin. I think it's time to leave.
Elder
Dr.
Maxon?
Ingram, do you copy? Our mission is complete. I need you to transport us out of here immediately. Time to go, Paladin. Dr. Ingram, it's time to teleport us out.
Sorry, Elder, I would, but...
Please,
well,
Dad, don't
this
leave me
child
here. I
showed
want to
up.
go with you.
He claims to be the Paladin's son.
Really? Do you mean?
Yes, I mean it.
I'm glad.
All right, Ingram. Fire it up.
Everything looks green. System's warmed up and ready to go if you are.
Absolutely. Let's get out of here.
You got it, Paladin. I'm going to send you... When that reactor goes up, looks like your work here is...
I'm ready. Let's get out of here.
Attention all.
Dr. Ingram has assured me that we'll be outside the blast radius. Press that button, and you not only defeat our enemy, you restore order and decency to the Commonwealth. It's time, Paladin. The Institute and their synth abominations must be eradicated.
I can feel it wash over me. The heat, the force, the radiation, the fear. It's the end of the world all over again. I close my eyes. I see my life before all of this. Before the bombs. Everything can change in an instant, and the future you plan for yourself shifts, whether or not you're ready. At some point, it happens to all of us. This wasn't the world I wanted, but it was the one I found myself in. The Commonwealth. My home. Ripped apart and put back together. I hoped I could find my family, cheat time, make us whole again. The way we were. But now I know. I know I can't go back. I know the world has changed. That the road ahead will be hard. This time, I'm ready. Because I know war. War never changes.
Sir. You've done an exemplary job here, Paladin. Without your unwavering loyalty to our cause, this victory would never have been possible.
I did it for the people of the Commonwealth.
You truly have become one of us, brother. The Institute has been wiped clean from the face of our world. It's time we close this chapter on the Commonwealth and begin one anew.
Then let's get to it.
I'm pleased that you're anxious to continue,
right?
But this is neither the time nor... Return to the Prydwen.